didn't go live earlier. It's been a long morning to say the least. So my question to y'all is, would you pay somebody $5,000 for credit repair? Can you please tell me why you would pay somebody $5,000 for credit repair? I just don't understand how people are not only affording these prices, but why are they paying these prices? Especially for an illegal credit sweep. I don't understand. I'm hoping maybe one of my subscribers or somebody who's not subscribed can tell me why they think it's worth $5,000. Absolutely not. That is the correct answer. $5,000 for a credit repair or a credit sweep. If they're charging that much money, they're doing a credit sweep anyway. I can go ahead and assure you that. But believe it or not, people pay it. A lot of times it's temporary or it doesn't even work. But again, people pay it. Yeah, you should never pay that much for credit repair. I mean, that's crazy. And I know a lot of people that do pay those amounts is because they're convinced everything's going to be done in 30, 60 to 90 days. Well, I can tell you, even an illegal credit sweep is not guaranteed to fix your credit. It's not guaranteed to remove all those negative items like they want you to think it is. That's just what they're trying to sell you on. I agree 100%, John. They are. They know how to talk to people and tell them what they want to hear. Especially the ones who are riding around in these nice cars. They post them in videos and stuff, and they want you to think that by them fixing your credit, you can have everything they have. And I mean, you could have a perfect 850 credit score, a perfect credit report, and only make $30,000 a year. Do you really think you're going to get approved for a $100,000 car? You're not. I mean, if you put a huge down payment down, maybe, but you got to be able to show the banks you can pay it back. That credit score and that credit profile mean nothing without the right income. To one phone again. I took my other phone back because I hated that thing, honestly, and they weren't willing to give me a different phone for the same deal, so I told them just keep the phone. And now I have two numbers on my iPhone again, which I'm perfectly fine with. Yeah, $5,000 for credit repair is just crazy. I mean, that is just astronomical in my opinion. Again, people pay it. They fall for these false hopes and dreams that by having their credit illegally swept, they're going to be able to get approved for anything they want. And that's not how it works. That is not how it works, I promise you. It's going to increase your chances if it works. But those credit sweeps don't always work, y'all. So I agree, John. A lot of that stuff goes right back on the report. And then you just made it that much harder to remove it the legal way, through legal disputing. You don't need an FTC report. You don't need a police report. You just need to point out the inaccuracies, all the errors, everything that's incomplete, including the payment history. You don't want to say the account's not yours. You don't want to say that I didn't give them written permission. You don't literally have to write them. When you signed up for those accounts, you gave them all the permission they need to report that stuff, good or bad, to the credit reporting agencies. I promise you, you did. I don't know what kind of music y'all like, but yeah, I listen to a lot of rap. Especially when I'm working out or going to play ball. That's what I've always listened to. Anyway, hopefully that type of music doesn't bother anybody. If it does, I'm sorry. That's what I listen to. I listen to a lot of country too, though. I listen to pretty much everything. But I don't listen to music often. I will say that. Usually when I'm going down the road, my radio's off completely. But yeah, $5,000 to have somebody illegally sweep your credit is just crazy. Because all they're doing is sending your information to somebody in another country. And what they're doing is they're filing an FTC report claiming identity theft. In some of these companies, Credit Plug, I can't say no names, they even have those virtual assistants filing false police reports to get the stuff removed. I need y'all to understand something. Whether you do this yourself or hire somebody, this is committing fraud. No matter how you look at it, if you do this, you are committing fraud, and that's not what you want to do. You don't want to be committing fraud, I promise. All these people that think they're getting away with this stuff, it's going to come back. It's going to come back eventually. But just think about it. You just spent, let's just say you have $5,000 in savings, and somebody guarantees you they're going to fix your credit for $5,000. So what happens after you pay them that $5,000 and your credit sweep didn't work? Now what are you going to do? Yeah, they don't think they're ever going to get caught, and it may take years for them to get caught, but trust me, it's going to come back on them. Eventually, it's going to come back on them. And it ain't going to be, they're not going to be happy. They're going to be, well, I didn't know they were doing anything illegal. Don't matter, you paid them to do it. You paid them with your money to do it involved. The other issue is, let's just say you pay the $5,000 and it works, but you don't have any kind of credit education. So you just go get a bunch of credit cards and loans and you max them out again. Now you're going to have to go pay $5,000 more to fix your credit again. And a credit sweep does not prevent you from getting sued by these creditors. It just removes it from the credit report. So there's a lot of misinformation when it comes to credit repair and even credit sweeps. You know, everybody thinks credit sweeps is the answer because when it does work, it's quick, it's fast. But I'm just saying, it's your money. You do what you want to do. But I think those people are going to be in the same situation those people that did the PPP loans were in. You know, a lot of them, I didn't, everybody said we could do it, it didn't matter, and I didn't want no part of it. I mean, I have a real business, but I still didn't want no part of it. That's right, Missouri, it doesn't. You didn't mess it up overnight, you're not going to fix it overnight. Not the legal way. And the legal way takes time. And you want to make sure you're working with a company that works with attorneys. It may take longer, but at least you're getting deletions the legal way. And you could possibly get money in your pocket and debts waived. And when you get the debts waived, that means you no longer have to pay it. It's included in the lawsuit. And I actually got your text message a few minutes ago. That's why I decided to go live. I've been way too busy, had too much going on. Just went and got a haircut, so I said let me go live while I'm driving back. So that's what I'm doing now. I need to clean my car. I did finally get the oil change yesterday, and I need gas again, so now I gotta get gas when I get back to town. But yeah, I'm back to one phone again. I took that Samsung back. I hated that phone, and they didn't want to give me the same deal for an iPhone, even though they offer it, and it was technically a new account. They're viewing it as an upgrade. Like, I'm not upgrading, I'm just returning the phone, getting a different one. So back to one phone, two numbers on the one phone, and that's fine. Doesn't bother me. Yeah, there is a lot of people getting sued. You're right. I mean, sued. A lot of people getting sick. Tell where my mind's at. I got a Zoom call here shortly about a lawsuit. So that's kind of on my brain. Yeah, John, just let me know. And I can, if you want to send me a text message, it's 512-567-5410. And if you get something to write with or got your phone where you can type it in, I can say it again. That's not a problem. Having issues with my website today, so I'm working on getting that fixed with Wix. Yeah, I'd love to help. 512-567-5410. If the attorneys can't get it done, it can't be done legally. That doesn't mean you can't go illegally sweep it, because anybody can do that. And there's always a chance that it works. But again, by doing that, you have just committed fraud.